So housing mortgage interest rates, holy crap, are they on the rise? I'm going to talk about how this impacts the greater market all over the nation and also right here in Thurston County, south of Puget Sound, Washington. So unless you've been hiding under a rock, you probably know that the interest rate from December to about right now has went from in the 3% range to about 5, sometimes 6. So what I'm hearing, is this going to make the housing market collapse? Our house is going to go down in value, so if I want to buy one, I can wait and just get a better deal? And if I'm thinking of selling one, should I do it now? And lastly, if I'm thinking of refinancing my house, should I do that? Man, you kind of missed the boat. So again, unless you've been hiding under a rock and you're in the housing industry, specifically as a professional, you probably wouldn't know that mortgage rates have went from in the 3% to in the 5, trending towards 6. Like I had mentioned. So check out this chart. It'll give you the average of what's actually occurring. And more importantly, what kind of impact is this going to have? I mean, are we talking about the rates just keep going up and up and up forever? Or is it going to slow down? So according to the deputy chief economist at Freddie Mac, mortgage rates are likely to continue to move higher throughout the balance of 2022, although the pace of rate increases is likely to moderate. Much of the increase in rates in early 2022 is in anticipation of what will happen later this year, especially with Federal Reserve interest rate policy. A lot of that interest rate, it came up really fast and aggressive, and they're anticipating it to still go up, but not at the same pace, and that is key. So let's provide some daily context to what this means and what we're seeing right now. So with this interest rate increase, what I'm seeing, we list a property, and instead of there being maybe 6, 7, 8 offers, there's now 4, 5, or 6, so slightly less offers. And the reason is because of the interest rate increasing, you'll have some people that are now priced out of that particular price point, and they can no longer afford that home. But the reality is there's still going to be somebody that's offering over asking. There's still multiple offers. So no, the prices have not come down. In fact, if you check out this Freddie Mac slide, what you'll see is that historically speaking, whenever we see interest rates rise by more than 1%, you'll actually see that it's actually impacted home prices by going up. So I think most people will find that surprising, that rates go up by 1% or 2 or 3 like it is close to doing now, and that the impact has been that home prices have actually historically increased during that time. If you think about it, this really makes sense. And I've seen this play out in the last couple of months. Interest rates rise, people freak out, and anybody that wanted to buy a home is going to rush to the market. So what's happened historically speaking, when rates rise, there's an initial bump in home prices as many move quickly to buy a home before rates increase further. But after that period, home prices slow. Freddie Mac analysis shows that a 1% increase in mortgage rates results in home appreciation that is 4 percentage points lower. For instance, a 1% increase in mortgage rates would change home price growth from 11% to 7%. So what the hell does this mean, right? What it means is that instead of going up so quickly in home price, it actually does curb the rate that the home price is going up. So I wanted to make that very clear. Interest rates coming up, prices still going up, but maybe not at the same pace. In fact, it's quite the opposite. We're seeing people rush to the market. We're not seeing any signs of an actual slowdown at this moment. So let me show you exactly what's happening in the Thurston County area, Pierce County. There's a lot of correlation between the two counties. So in previous updates, I've showed you in the past, the market bottoms out as far as the number of new listings in December, and then it goes up every single year except for 2020 and COVID year. It starts going up and then it peaks usually in May or June. So let's take a look at the new listings. So from this chart, you can see we're exactly on par with that. In the last 3 months, we've went from 292 new listings to 408, and in the last 30 days, up to 526, which is a roughly 30% increase. That is good. If you're a buyer, you're looking for a home, there's more opportunities coming. And if you look at compared to last year, there's only a 5% difference. So we're trending completely normal right now when it comes to new listings coming on market. And the good news, the even better news, is the ones that are sticking on market just a tiny bit, that's increasing too. And that's just a byproduct of more listings coming on the market. So you can see that that's trending up, a 33% increase, 187 active listings at the first of the month this month. And compared to last year, much higher, which is the key. It's much higher than last year, 56% increase. Last year, there was only 120 at this time. All right, so the pending listings, the ones that are under contract, again, the number's up, it's 22%. And the properties that have been sold, families have moved in, is also up by 50% over last month. So a lot of people are going, making offers, deciding to buy and getting under contract. More importantly, that number is still higher than last year. So we're seeing more real estate transactions happening right now than last year. And it's been intense out there trying to find a home for a long time. And the numbers stay the same. You know, the months of supply, which is just a measure of how much is available, which is extremely low, continues to stay about the same. The days on the market, you know, people are listing homes on Thursdays and then sometimes getting an offer right away, but a lot of people are waiting until Monday or Tuesday to accept an offer. So that median days on market is just staying the same, and it has been for months, actually trending over a year at about 5 days. So if you're looking to sell a home and you price it correctly, that is what you need to know, is that it will be sold likely by Monday or Tuesday. You're still going to have plenty of time to move out though, because it does take 30 plus days to close on financing a mortgage. So let's talk about the stuff that matters. If you're selling the house, the average percent of the homes going above asking is still around 4% in Thurston County, meaning if you had a $500,000 home priced appropriately, it's still selling for about $520,000 at least. So when everybody rushed to the market in the last 30, 60 days when rates came up, guess what happened? It created a pretty big bump in the average home sold in Thurston County. So the average home price came up about $11,000 last month to a total of about $547,000. And keep in mind, this is residential only. So this is just your average home. It is not, the condos or anything like that. That's a pretty significant increase for 1 month. I've been tracking this for a long time. I do expect this to plateau for a month or two and then maybe continue to increase after that, but that's a rise of about $80,000 in the last 12 months. So what's in the forecast, right? What's going to happen next? So what you're going to see is continued upward interest rate activity, although it should be a little bit slower. You're going to continue to see strong buyer traffic through properties, and you're going to continue to see not too many people listing, but there will be more listings coming just because of the time of the year. And yeah, people are always wondering, are the home prices going to continue to go up? So check out this slide. These are the home price forecasts for people that are much smarter than me. CoreLogic, Fannie Mae, a lot of people that are big hitters in the industry that are looking at all these numbers. And the average of all of these guys collectively for the country and everything is 6.7% increase for this year, despite inflation, despite interest rates going up. The inventory is still so low that every single person connected to this industry, for the most part, is thinking that home prices will continue to rise for 2022. And the big thing is with Thurston County, Pierce County, our area, we've been outpacing the nation. So what this means is if the average of these 7 forecasts is 6.7%, what you could probably expect is for our area to be higher than that as well. So this theme for this month has been all about rising interest rates. So if you were looking to buy, it would be best if you could try to buy soon, if you can. I know it's tough out there, but what's probably going to happen is that rate's going to be even higher. And if you are trying to secure a mortgage of any kind for a refinance or anything like that, you kind of miss the boat a little bit on the lowest possible rates. But if your rate is higher than the current rates, you should refinance, absolutely. If you're selling a home, it might be a good time to go ahead and put it on the market if you haven't already. Just the reason is man, there's a certain percentage of people out of the market. There's still plenty of people in the market that are willing to go all in right now to secure a property, which means you're going to get a best price possible. And as always, if this flew over your head and you want to connect, you want some specific help with your situation, send me a private message. I'd be more than happy to look at your situation and give you some advice. Before I leave, I'm curious though, there's a lot of debates about this. What do you personally feel like interest rates are going to go to by the end of the year? Do me a favor and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.